Hello and welcome, my beautiful Pisces, my mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our daily vibe message from our guides for May the 30th. Let's see what we have to pay attention to today. What do we need to see, know, and expect? And how do we intend to navigate through this energy? So let's see what we have coming in. All right. Interesting. Okay, so our first card coming in is the card of the house. Now, the house is where we dwell. The house is where we feel comfortable, safe. The house is that place of stability and comfort and our living arrangement and environment. So it's a sanctuary that we find within ourselves, within our own skin, within our family and our home. So something today may be about the home, okay? Something today might come up. Maybe there's something to do with the house. Maybe you're doing some renovations, or you're going to add something to your house, something to do with the safety. Maybe you're putting in an alarm system. Maybe you're changing locks, something like that, because it is our sanctuary of safety, where we go where we feel the best. Today could be a day that you might want to go home early and be there and close the door and put your feet up and be comfortable. So the house is the family, your family base, and the ground and your home. So you could be dealing with issues within the family circle as well today. Coming in next under that, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, we know the Queen of Pentacles is that card of, planting our seeds, looking forward to our future and our harvest coming in. She's very patient. She realizes that Rome wasn't built in a day, and she's not going to see her garden grow in 24 hours. But she is so tuned into what she nurtures. She is involved in the environment. She loves nature, and she loves her family. So there could be something that some of us are dealing with in those issues as well. In that energy, those circumstances. So she is successful. She is in her own right. She's somebody who is very good in business. It could be you, or it could be somebody around you whose energy you're tapping into, picking their brain for ideas and for reassurance and for any wisdom that you can do. But she's very successful as well in business. Coming in next, we've got the card, the Letter. Now, the letter is about hearing news, right? We all know that's what it stands for, but it's a document too, and it could be information or a package or an invoice or a certificate, or even results from a test, whether they're scholastic or medical, right? So you can find, a newsletter or an award. Look around and you may be finding this today, okay? This is going to initiate communication of some sort. When we get a letter or we get a note or we get something like that, it will initiate communication, and it will be of a familiar person that we're receiving this from. So it is communication. It is a form of transmission. It is the letter without the rider. So it could be something more legal. Okay, you could be receiving something that's more binding and more legal when you receive this kind of a letter or document. Coming in next, we have the Death card, and the Death card is endings and new beginnings. And something may have come to a conclusion, may have finished. Maybe something outlived its duration, or maybe it was a temporary position you had and the contract's up. You're leaving a situation, you're walking away from a relationship. It could be anything, but it is the ending of something. But this opens the doors to opportunities for us to go forward and be clear and concise now, having a clear sight line and clarity of mind to go after something new. Doors of opportunity can only open if we close the ones behind us. We can't drag the baggage with us. We have to let it go. If we've left something behind, we must leave it behind. We have to move forward in a positive direction. I'm never afraid of the Death card. The Death card is transformation. Going through a change, big change. Coming in next, we've got the Generous card, and it says, give with an open heart, offer without expectation, and this is about unconditional love. So you could be the recipient receiving some generous offer of, somebody letting you know that they're there for you, giving you counsel, giving you consolation, giving you love. They come in with this without, I kind of say this is kind of like the King of Cups. They come in with, kindness and compassion without anything, wanting anything in return. Now, it's unconditional. Okay, it's unconditional love. Now, you could be the one giving this today. You might be leaning into somebody and seeing somebody else who needs your love, who needs your kindness, who needs a soft place to land, a shoulder to cry on, and somebody to confide in. For Pisces, we are the sea sponge, and we tend to attract energy towards us. So there could be somebody needing us today. We are the innate healers. We want to heal the whole world. We think we can, but of course we can't. But we might be able to help one person today, and that could be today. So coming in, we have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is that card of struggle. It is that card that says don't get caught up in everybody else's drama. It is that card that says sometimes we get caught up in stuff like this, and then we end up finding that it's a no-win situation, right? You know, you might win the battle but lose the war. When we go into battle mode, there's always consequences and there's always risks. You better weigh them and make sure the risks are worth it. Okay, so, you know, maybe you're in the middle of a conflict that is draining your energy, and you need to ask yourself, like I said, is it worth it? Will fighting the battle benefit you in the long run, or will it cause more problems down the road? So think long and hard about what you're fighting for and pick your battles wisely today. And above all, don't get caught up in other people's drama or their fight. It's not yours. Now, we've got the card loneliness, and it says emptiness, depression, wandering, and a gap period. So, you know, this might be a day. I know it is for me. I have a friend who's passing away as we speak. Her family's by her side, and the little dog you see on my lives is the little dog she's left me. And I have a part of her with me. But it still makes me lonely. It still makes me feel empty. It still makes me feel sad. And I just look at it that... You know, we all get moments in different ways of loneliness, emptiness, depression, and a quiet period, which is the gap period here. Some of you may be experiencing something like that today. In one way or the other, we have the death card, right? So something could be ending, something could have happened. You may have walked away from a situation, a relationship, a friendship, something like that, where it's leaving you feeling a little bit empty today, a little bit depleted. Coming in underneath that, we have the Empress. The Empress is that card of doing your research, doing your homework, going into the background and finding out those secrets and information that maybe are not, they're obscured. They're not really right out there on your path to see clearly, but you will. Okay, she's very good at doing that. What she nurtures, she brings to fruition. But she does her homework. She finds out the information she needs before she goes forward. She is the ultimate mother. She's the ultimate feminine, and there could be even an announcement of a birth in the family, a child. But she is also the card of giving birth to her dreams, her goals. Okay, let's see what we have here for additional information, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Let's see what we have here. Alrighty. All right, let's cut them. So coming in with our first card, we've been given stand up for yourself. We've been given authority figures. We have, abundance, and we have a goal setter. What's on the bottom? Let's turn over the bottom. We have change. Of course we have change. We always have change. We're open to change. Okay, so this is about standing up for ourselves, and maybe we may be speaking to the powers that be that could be an authority figure. Okay, could be your boss, could be your doctor, could be a lawyer, could be your tax person, could be anybody. But it could be the law. But you are definitely standing up for yourself, and you will be voicing your opinion, okay? And letting yourself and your boundaries be known and your demands be known. There will be abundance coming in. There is harvest here coming in. What you nurture, you're going to see grow. You do have transformation, a new place to be and go forward. You're setting your goals is what you're doing. You're setting your goals again today, my beautiful Pisces. And this could be change that's coming in. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, this is our daily vibe message from our guides, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful one. And always know I stand in the circle of love and light for you, and I will see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces.